Welcome back. Let's do three stock lunch, shall we? We're trading some of the biggest gainers of the week, and there's been many to pick from. Here with our trades is Scott Nations. He's president of Nations Indexes. Scott, it's great to have you here. And Goldman, this one keeps popping up. People can't get enough of it. It's up 13% this week, best week in a year. Big banks, of course, could see a boost from the belief that next administration could loosen, regulations on deal making. What do you do with this one?
Right, Kelly. None of the names we're going to talk about today is a screaming buy, but there are some interesting opportunities. Goldman would be one of them, as you pointed out. It's up a bunch this week on expectations for a freer regulatory environment. To the degree that that means more M&A, then that's going to be great for Goldman Investment Banking. But, that revenue is both very competitive and can be very expensive if it means that Goldman has to buy or hire a bunch of new bankers. And that revenue being volatile means that the bank would love to find less volatile streams of revenue. They announced this week that they want to do that by creating what we're going to call the family office in a box for its private wealth customers that have over $100 million in assets. That would be a great way to reduce the volatility of their revenue. Listen, Goldman is always going to find a way to make money, but this is a buy on a pullback. So I don't want to pay up. I want to wait until it gets back below 525, and that's when I would be a buyer of Goldman Sachs.
All right, Scott, next up, Tesla. The share soaring 27% this week, which would mark its best week since January 2023. You are laughing already. The rally boosting its market cap back above the $1 trillion mark. Scott, Elon Musk's role in the Trump campaign, obviously a factor here. What do you say?
All right, Steve, I am never going to laugh at people making money, but Tesla is a hold. And this is a real hold. This is not a gentleman's sell. Much of the recent rally has been due to fascination with Elon. That's understandable, but a bad investment thesis. The latest leg up is due to political considerations. That's also probably a poor investment thesis. On the operating side, they just announced that for the Cybertruck, they're going to offer a $999 a month lease. We'll have to see if that helps them avoid the problems that the F-150 Lightning from Ford encountered. Ford announced that they're going to pause production of that truck. So we'll see how Tesla does. One interesting thing about the Tesla option market, though, that is unique, absolutely unique, it allows for people to put on protective hedges in a way that are much more economical than average. It's the only name of the 10 largest in the S&P that's so situated. So this is a hold. I don't believe that I would buy it. But on the other hand, there's no reason to think that the fever is going to break, so I wouldn't sell it either.
Well, speaking of fever break, Vistra is the best performing company in the S&P this year. The electric name posting a big third quarter beat yesterday. The shares are up another 17% just this week. And what do you do?
This is a buy. I think you have to hold your nose and buy it. And I say that because if you look at the chart, you're going to think you've missed the move. But the forward PE is still just a tad below 20. Most of the competitors are a tad above 20. As you pointed out, they just announced earnings. They now think that forward guidance for 2025 is going to put EBITDA just above $6 billion. They just announced another $1 billion in stock buyback. Listen, we're never going to use less electricity than we do right now. They've just announced two big plants that they're going to build for data centers. This is a new growth stock, new growth area. That is electricity generation. And so now you can pay up for 20 forward PE and actually feel pretty good about it.
I love the idea that an old line electricity, not old, but you know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely.
In the AI boom, that electricity, it tells you have to think outside of the box, but you also have to think inside the box.
Well, I was going to say something like don't judge a book by its cover, but an old dog can learn new tricks or something.
It's just funny. You go back. I mean, when economists study productivity and innovation, they keep going back to electricity.
Yeah.
And that all of these things, when something comes along, you don't know what the ultimate return is going to be. We're still getting returns for electricity. Thank you very much, Scott.